Hello, welcome to Critical Thinking with Andre. And today's topic is about utilizing artificial intelligence as judges and lawyers for the EEOC and the National Labor Relations Board. Because both of these agencies are underfunded and do not have the resources that they need to fight for individuals who do not have resources to fight large companies and corporations, which was done by design by the Congress and Senate, because they really do not support the working class. Because if they did support the working class, they wouldn't allow certain things to go on in this country with regards to the EEOC and the National Labor Board. If they truly believe in helping the working class, they will give the National Labor Relation Board and the EEOC more funds so individuals can fight large corporations when they are being discriminated against. But a solution to this situation is now here, which is called artificial intelligence. We should utilize artificial intelligence as judges and as lawyers for the National Labor Relation Board and the EEOC. And they can try this out for at least 10 years if they don't think it may work. They can have a date for it to sunset on it. But we do need it because a lot of these judges are biased. They have some prejudice against individuals who bring a suit against large corporations, because we as individuals do not know if that judge is receiving some type of benefit from a company or corporation, such as what is taking place in the Supreme Court. And another thing about the Supreme Court, I noticed with regards to classism and racism. There was 3 judges this year in 2023 who overturned Roe versus Wade. And when they was at the Senate hearing, they said that they would not do that, which was a lie. They lied to the United States Senate, and nothing was done, and nothing is being done. But a person such as yourself and a person like me will be arrested if we lied to the United States Senate about an issue at hand with regards to voting or doing something with respect to the law or any other issue. Because I believe, or I was told, or I heard that you cannot lie in the United States Senate at a hearing. And these individuals did. They told the United States Senate at a hearing, these 3 justices, that they would not overturn Roe versus Wade, which they did. And that is considered lying. Lying to the United States Senate. And nobody is saying anything about it because they think that people such as myself and you are too stupid to notice that. All they talk about that these justices overturned Roe versus Wade, but they never say that they lied to the United States Senate. You don't hear that from the media. You don't hear that from NSC or ABC or whatever. You don't hear that from the main media at all. No one say that these individuals lied. But if that was you or I, and that includes you, poor white person, poor white individual, poor white woman, poor white boy, that includes you too. If you lied to in the United States Senate at a hearing, you will probably be arrested. And not only arrested, prosecuted. And I know I would because I'm a poor black man. And we know about the double standards when it comes to racism in this country. There's no ifs, ands, and buts about that. That is quite clearly known to most and every individual in this country. Because racism is alive and well in America. But back to using artificial intelligence. If we had artificial intelligence as judges and as lawyers, I'm not saying that we need to get rid of the jury system. I'm just saying we need to change the legal system. It is not fair. It's really not fair for us poor people. And there's something that needs to be done about that. This is critical to all of us. And you folks know this. I'm not blind to it. You had 3 justices get on at a Senate hearing saying that they would not overturn Roe versus Wade. And they did it. They did it. Period. That is called lying. That's a form of classism, form of racism. You can look at it either way. But somebody like I and you will go to jail. And nothing is being said about it. You have justice who receive funds from large corporations, individual billionaires. And the justice system is doing nothing about it. To me, it's like a form of bribery. Nobody is saying it's not. Nobody is saying that it is a form of bribery. I don't hear any media outlet saying, oh, it's a form of bribery. But let someone like you and I receive something like that these individuals receive, they'd be saying it's a form of bribery. We be locked up. But they make these Supreme Court justice, to seem like they are kings, gods, super beings. But you and I are just dirt. No, that's not fair. No, that's not fair. That's not fair. That is not fair. So we need to change the system. And I'm asking for a one-step process. We need to start utilizing artificial intelligence in our legal system. And don't be listening to them fools. I'm not calling them, I'm going to call them fools. I'm really going to call them fools. To a degree, anything can happen to anybody at any time. They keep talking about AI is dangerous. When you get out of your bed and fall on the floor, it can be dangerous. I don't care if you're 80, 17, 13, 12, or 22. Living life is dangerous. It's just, that's the way the nature of life is. Of course, there's danger everywhere. But for an intelligent human being, is to avoid and adjust to this danger and to try to make life much better by avoiding as much danger as possible. And to avoid being treated without respect and different from other people. That's why we have a democracy. A democracy means that everybody's supposed to be treated equally. That goes for the court system. That's the reason why I want artificial intelligence. I know some people talk about, oh, somebody can hack into it. Yeah. So we supposed to build, I'm glad that you mentioned that. So we supposed to put rail guards in the system to avoid hacking. We supposed to have individuals who check the system, human beings to check the system on a regular basis. And not just one, several individuals, because we can't just trust one individual to do that, or one agency. We need to have several individuals and several agencies to check these systems, but we need it. There's too much bias in the system. There's too much racism and classism in the system. Large corporations support these justices. If we see how they support the Supreme Court justices, what do you think they do to these other justices on the lower level? You don't think they're getting some rewards on the side, that their family members are going to these elite schools and being paid for by these corporations? You don't think that they're hiring their family members for jobs? Yes, that's all going on. So we need to do something about this as a society, because this clever deception that is going on in front of our eyes without us doing anything about it is dangerous to us mentally and then to us socially. Notice why our society is going crazy, because we got a lot of criminals committing crimes and saying that they're not. Like that other dumb criminal, Donald Trump. He committed a crime. He should be locked up. He started a coup, him and his boys. And they trying to say they were political freedom fighters. They weren't political nothing but crooks. Lying-ass crooks. And a lot of white folks got deceived, or they're just a part of that crooked activity. What do you mean? Just because, these are Republicans. They sound like their party. And I don't want to go, this discussion is for another time. But right now, it only is going to be about utilizing artificial intelligence as judges for the EEOC and the Labor Department, the National Labor Relations Board. We need to have this in our society. I don't want to get off topic. I want to stay on topic. But there's so many other lingering issues that involve these situations, that involve us being treated unfairly in this society. There are a lot of things that are going on with the rich and powerful are deceiving us. And they're deceiving us in so many clever ways. Social engineering is being done at a perfection to benefit the rich and powerful. They are psychologically playing a game with us when it comes to a lot of issues. This Roe v. Wade is a distraction. No question. It's a distraction from human beings getting a fair shake in the workplace. But I'm not diminishing the issue. Women are supposed to have their rights. I don't know why some bunch of crooks want to take the rights away from women to make their own decision about their bodies. They sound like a bunch of dictators, crooks, and liars. To me. Because to me, it seems like they want to distract people from the real issue of poverty, wages, and corporate slavery and abuse. Have people all thinking about this issue. And the same with the gun. To me, the Republicans, they want people to get killed. That's how I feel about the Republicans. Basically, they all in cahoots. They want the people to be sidetracked about gun violence while they won't be concerned about their jobs. Won't they be concerned about the real issue of wages, poverty, housing, these things. I think that the Republican Party is all concerned and consumed about deception. Deceiving the American people. That's how I feel about the Republican Party. They want to talk about all this BS that I'm really not concerned about, because I don't need a gun. I don't think them guys should have guns either, because what they want to do, start a war? This is a civilization. We're civilized human beings. They want to see criminals go around shooting people, these mass murders. They want these crazies to do this. That's how I look at the Republicans. They want them to do that so us rational people who are concerned about daily things like food, shelter, clothing, education, what us rational people are concerned about. But these fools want to create this chaos. They don't want gun control and they utilize it's the freedom right. Nah, man, come on, man. Don't run that game on somebody else. Go run that game on. They don't need no guns. That's why we pay the police for. What they need guns for? Hunting? Okay, you can go hunting. Get your gun hunting. But you don't need all this high-powered weaponry. What for? You plan on starting a war? And the bottom line is, I don't know why these people buying these guns. Let me stay back on topic. Let me get back on topic. The topic is artificial intelligence. And that is what we need. Artificial intelligence as judges. With some sense. And we can do that. Don't be afraid of artificial intelligence utilized as judges. They're doing it in China. Yes, they are. They're doing it in China. And, you know, every time we hear about America, oh, China this, I don't want to hear about China. I live in America. But they are doing it in China. And they won't, and they're doing it in China, they'll be doing it in other countries eventually. We need to utilize here. They do not want people to have a fair shake in this country. They talk out of the side of their mouth. They do not want working people like us to have a fair shake. They don't want us to get a fair deal. They want us to be scared, intimidated, and abused by the large corporations. To me, when I hear somebody talking about, you know, when somebody who's been working on artificial intelligence and inventing it and making it go, all this sound to me, and they say, oh, you got to be scared of it. Oh, of course, I'm scared of it a little bit. But why are you talking like that? Is it because you want to be the man in charge since you invented it? You want to make sure you are the guy who got all the rights? Because you talking about, no, the reason why, listen, let's get clear here. Human beings are very creative. Now, just because somebody else invented, don't mean another person can't be able to utilize artificial intelligence too. Meaning that once people realize how to create their own programs and create and make their own artificial intelligence apps and all this stuff, because it takes time for individuals to come along with it. Like the automobile. When the automobile was invented, you know, you only had a few people who knew the mechanic. Now you can go around, guys be working in the backyard on the mechanic. Let me do this, do that. You know, that's the thing about it. They want to put the fear of God in you before you even get a chance to work on it. Yeah, thank you for letting me know. Human beings are very creative. What it is, they don't want, their people are already hacking Chat GPT or hacking it and jailbreaking it. They don't want that because people are already doing it. That's the reason why they're saying, oh yeah, well, the more people, well, I'm sorry to say, human beings are creative. Yes, they can hack into this artificial intelligence programs that you have or apps or whatever, and read and modify your algorithms. Yes, I'm sorry to say that. Bad news out there. So yeah, it is dangerous, but we need it. We need it because we need to move society ahead. We can no longer trust judges the way we used to, because now our eyes are open to the corruption that takes place. As I stated, we need artificial intelligence to help us poor people, because the large corporations and large individuals with money, billions of dollars, because if I had 100 million, I'm still not in the billionaire class. The billionaire class is, oh no, you still a poor person. I mean, you're a poor person. We got individuals who make $300,000 and they think they rich. Well, you may be rich mentally, of course. I'm rich mentally. I'm rich as a human being. I'm rich with who I am. I understand who I am. But however, the forces outside of me have more money, more power, and that's realistically speaking. They're able to pay for judges, lawyers, politicians to vote in their favor, which I'm unable to. That's critically thinking. So in order for an individual such as myself and you, us poor people, we need to change this system. And we need to call it out for what it is. It is corrupt. It is racist and classism. And if you didn't see classism at its best when 3 judges lie in the United States Senate about overturning Roe v. Wade and nothing happened to them, something's wrong with you. That is classism at its best in America. Critically thinking. Think critically. If it were you or I, we'd be locked up. Locked up. Throw away the key. Black man be stomped on. White boy, you may get a lot of little privilege. They make you feel you some good food, better than me, but you going to jail too. Poor white girl, you going to jail too. Look at them programs in Boston where they lock poor white folks up. Look at them programs in Appalachian where they lock poor white folks. Look at them shows where they lock poor white folks up in New Mexico, Utah, Arizona, Denver, where all them white folks live. There you get locked up too. Yes, you get locked up too. So the bottom line is, for us to have a fair shake in this country when it comes to the justice system, we need to start with artificial intelligence, and we need to start at agencies that are not that, with regards to not being a criminal case, such as robbery, murder, and stuff of that nature. And the EEOC is the best place to test this out. And the National Labor Relations Board. Yes, these are the best agencies to test this out. And we need to have the Congress and Senate fund these agencies with that kind of technology. And I will say thank you for coming to my channel, which is Critical Thinking with Andre. I'm a little hyped about this because I got a lot of things to say, folks. And please subscribe, because I got a lot of stuff to say about what's going on in our society with regards to us being socially engineered by the powers to be. Thank you for coming to Andre's station, Critical Thinking with Andre. And if you like this channel, hit the like or hit subscribe. Thank you and have a good day.